Today I looked at my old photos. Looking back at those photos reminds me of a time when life felt lighter, when worries were few, and I didn't dwell on emotion too long. I let them touch me and drift away like the wind passing through open fields. The age between preteen and teenage brings a wave of change, a storm of emotions you don't quite understand. It's the time when comparison, jealousy, judgment, and confusion quietly start to grow inside you. You begin to notice how different you are from others, and sometimes that awareness turns into pain. Suddenly, the magic begins to fade, and darkness creeps in. The child in you, the one who once saw beauty in everything, seems to disappear. You can't see her anymore, but sometimes you still hear her echo, soft, distant, calling you back when life feels too heavy. You try to listen, but the noise of the world grows louder, expectations, responsibilities, heartbreaks, all drowning out that tiny voice that once said, "Let's play." Those years feel like a maze. You keep wandering, trying to find your way out, but every turn leads you back to another emotion you can't name. You're old enough to feel everything deeply, but too young to know what to do with it all. And somewhere in that maze, a part of your wonder, that bright, fearless part, starts to fade. But now I'm finding my way back through that maze, step by step, song by song. I'm walking home to myself.
आकाश पारी देउनौला खितारा अस्ताई जानु छ त्यही मानिस सारा थोप्लो झै पृथ्वी ठुलो ब्रह्माण्ड दुई दिने जीवनमा के को घमण्ड
Today I danced. It might seem small, just a few songs, a few moves, but for me it felt like opening an old window after years of silence. The three songs I danced to are close to my heart. One of them, Mary Tuner, takes me straight back to the 90s, a time filled with its own kind of aroma, simplicity, and magic. Back then, everything felt real, people were genuine, feelings were raw, and the world seemed slower, softer. There was no pretending, no sugarcoating, just life as it was. And sometimes I miss that. I miss her, the girl who belonged to that time, even though she was only 5. She didn't know much about the world yet. Her heart was full of wonder. Life was simple then. She felt everything deeply, but never held on too long. I wish I could meet her again. I just want to say thank you for carrying the life I am trying to return to now. The other two songs hold my school memories. One was the first song I ever danced to in my life, and the other reminds me of my teenage years where dreams were big, emotions were loud, and every little thing felt like the whole world. As I dance today, I realize something. Healing isn't always about letting go. Sometimes it's about returning, returning to the places, songs, and moments that once made you feel alive. And maybe it's about finding the lost rhythm, the childlike wonder, the joy that still lives somewhere inside of you. Today, I didn't just dance, I reunited with my past self, the one who laughed freely, moved without fear, and believed in magic. Maybe that's what starting over really means. Not becoming someone new, but coming home to who you always have been.
देखो न देखो मुझे क्या हुआ है तेरी बातों में खोकर पूछो न पूछो मुझे क्या हुआ है तेरे बातों में जीकर इश्क हाय बैठे बिठाए जन्नत दिखाए हम और आए इश्क हाय बैठे बिठाए जन्नत दिखाए हम
The task was to draw or doodle with my non dominant hand. I tried, but I found myself struggling. Not because it was difficult to draw with the other hand, but because I didn't know what to draw. My mind went blank for a while. Then I noticed the Think and Grow Rich book lying in front of me with a light bulb on its cover. I drew that first, a simple bulb. After that, my hand moved freely, creating random, meaningless shapes that somehow felt free. Finally, I drew a flower pot, sunshine, and rain, maybe a small reflection of how life feels right now, growing through the mix of lights and storms. I realized something: I can draw fine, but for me, drawing has never been about skill. The image has to touch me, to call me from within. Only when I feel that connection do I draw with happiness and inspiration from the heart.